everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new here, it's lovely to have you and I hope you choose to stick around and subscribe. It's completely free, entirely up to you. It just means I pop up in your subscription boxes every time I upload a new video. I thought in this video you could spend the weekend with me. You actually join me literally as I finished filming part 2 of my wardrobe declutter, and I'm just sat with a pile of clothes on the bed that I've now got to put somewhere so that I can put it on Vinted next week because I don't have the mind space for that right now, along with a load of hangers as well, which, you know, is always good to see. But yeah, I thought you could spend the weekend with us. It is obviously later in the morning. It's actually 10 to 12 as I speak. Yeah, I need to sort this out. I need to get something for lunch. I need to stop yawning. I'm so tired now. We don't have many plans. Well, I don't think we have any plans this weekend. I kind of just want to potter about a bit, get little bits done here and then. I want to try and finish sorting out my wardrobe. Obviously I've done the clothes with you in 2 parts, but I'm not going to do like dedicated videos for the rest of it because a lot of the stuff that's in there is private. Obviously I've got like underwear, I've got letters in there, I've got birthday cards, I've got some saucy stuff in there probably, along with like shoes and various other bits like handbags, swim bags, you name it, is probably in there. So yeah, I'm hoping to maybe get that done this weekend just to like start getting on top of things. I said this so many times, but I really want to sort out the house now, especially because it's getting to like autumn winter. Well, it's not getting, it is autumn, it's freezing. I can't wait to put my jacket back on, to be honest with you. And I just feel like I don't really want to spend loads of time outside in the way that we have obviously over summer with like different shows and things like that. And I've got like a little bit of a quiet period with like dotted busyness here and then. Like I've got a weekend coming up which is super busy because it is Ash's birthday, my dad's birthday, Ash's niece's birthday. I'm sure someone else's birthday is around there as well. So like I've got a little pocket there, and then before I know it the carnivals will have started as well. Yeah, like I've just got little bits here and there, so it's a little quiet period before I guess we get into Christmas madness, especially because I'm hoping to do Vlogmas again this year. Like I absolutely adore looking back on how Nelly was last year, so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a little bit of Vlogmas and capturing those memories. But until then, I just want to get the house somewhat sorted. It feels like we've had such a lull where we've been busy and there's just like more things coming to light that needs doing. Like I always knew that towards the end of summer I would go through my wardrobes, I would try and sort out storage. Like I'd get up in the attic and do like some sorting out, organising up there when it wasn't so hot, because let me tell you, I tried going up there on a day where it was quite hot and it just, I think I would have died if I'd have sat up there. But more and more things are just like coming to light. We still haven't got any news on the garage, so like that's just on hold at the minute, but I've got a horrible feeling we're going to be sorting out the garage like the week before they come and it's going to be like storm burnt or something, you know. The door frame, the paint on the door frame has suddenly decided to crack and peel off. The same with one of the window ledges, that's done the same. I don't know if it's like the heat that's done it, if it's just that it's that old. Like the wallpaper in Nellie's room is starting to peel off the wall, but I know that is because it is old. I mean, I was probably about 5 or 6 when Nan put that wallpaper up, because she put it up in mind so that I could stay overnight and it'd be nice and pretty. It always sticks in my mind because I remember she bought it was like green and lilac bedding set, and like Nan always did, she bought 2 because then one's in the wash, the other one's on the bed, you know. If you find something you like, you buy 2 kind of thing. And it had matching curtains, and Nan actually bought 4 so that I could have the same bedding at home as well. So it always sticks in my mind. But yeah, so that's how I know that is old. Everything's just looking a bit tired and grubby, and I think I've got to that stage now where obviously I want to make it my own. As much as I loved coming here when Nan was here, like there's bits that I see and I kind of expect her to walk back in the room. Like the front room, obviously we've changed some of the furniture, we've changed the layout and things like that, but there's still elements of it that are very much the same. One of which being the photo of Grandad has still always been up above the TV. We've been here nearly a year now, and I just couldn't bear to take it down, and I actually took it down on Thursday and put it somewhere else. And I apologised to the photo frame because I felt quite bad, but it's just like those little bits that stop me from thinking that Nan's going to walk in with a cup of tea in hand, ready for a chinwag. But by moving those things, which personally I can't recall a time that that photo above the TV hadn't been there. Obviously it hasn't been there all my life because it was taken when we were on holiday when I was about 2. So I know it hasn't been there quite all my life, but most of it. But by like moving those things in like several other bits that we've moved, it then shows more issues that need doing. In the sense it's only like cosmetic, but behind the photo frame, where the photo frame's moved over time and you know, like with vibrations and things like that, there's like cracks appearing on the wall, and the bit behind it now, it looks almost where the photo frame has rubbed off on the wall over the years, it actually looks like a child has drawn with crayons up there. Well, I mean, Nan might have, I don't know, in her like late dementia stages, anything was possible. Yeah, so it's like every time I think, right, we're going to sort out this area, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, like something else just crops up, and I just feel like if we don't get on top of it and really work hard to do it, there's just going to be so much to do that it's just going to be overwhelming. I'm not choosing to necessarily do room by room. There are elements where, of course, I'm doing room by room, like in the sense of the bathroom. I'm still waiting for Ash to build the cabinet. I might set him on that this weekend, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's the last thing that needs finishing off in there. Although now I'm feeling like maybe I need to get some new towels because my towels are quite stained now. They're like a light grey as well, so I'm thinking maybe go for a darker grey. I still like the grey element in the bathroom, but I feel like maybe a darker grey would work well with those. But they're just like, they're very stained. They are very scratchy now as well through a lot of wear, and I know that obviously I can soften them up with white vinegar, but part of me is like, do I just buy new and then keep the new ones soft, rather than these like stained horrible looking ones. But that will then finish off that. I need to ideally this weekend finish painting the bathroom. I did the undercoats with the anti-mold paint probably about 6 weeks ago now, I can't remember. But I really need to get the blue colour that we've chosen on the walls before the cold weather sets in too much, because it's already like an icebox. I haven't quite got to the stage where I've got to hover to go to the toilet, but I know it's coming. So obviously when it gets to that stage, the paint just isn't going to dry properly. So I need to realistically get that done. We are then moving on to the porch because we've got to strip the wallpaper. Then we need to like paint in there and things like that. We were meant to be getting the outside bricks sprayed as well with some like weather sealant stuff, but I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do that because the weather forecast basically says that it's just going to have showers all day. I just need like one cold, crisp, dry day. That's all I need. It doesn't have to be super hot, but I just need a dry day to be able to do the weather shielding stuff, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. And then yeah, I'm just going to dot about a bit. I know what I want to do in Nellie's room. I just can't find the right wallpaper. There is a wallpaper shop in town, so at some point, not this weekend, but at some point I might pop in there and see if I can see any wallpaper, because basically I want to wallpaper like the top half of her room and then just fake panel the bottom half. But I've only found one wallpaper that I like, in the idea that I like, and that was £50 or £60 a roll, which I know I'm not wallpapering the whole like top to bottom, but that's still pretty pricey for wallpaper, especially in a child's room. But yeah, and then like the office wise, that just needs a quick lick of paint, and then we can put like the bits we want to put up on the wall. In here, I didn't think would need anything doing to it. Like, I absolutely adore, you can't really see it, but I adore the wallpaper that's behind me. Like, I love it. It's little like flowers on and leaves in. But you know, when you sit back and you know, you look at the wall and I'm like, oh, it needs touching up there and it needs touching up there and here, there and everywhere, and you think, I might as well just repaint it. I feel like there's just like those bits here and there that need doing. Like, I'm looking at the wardrobes now, and they're obviously mirrored doors, but they've got like a surround to them, and I keep looking at it thinking, I wonder if you can paint them, because they're like I would say they were probably magnolia, but they're now a yellow an old yellow. The handles look like they've seen better days, but I don't know if you can swap them. Oh yeah, you could swap the handles, that's all right then. Because yeah, the handles, they've seen better days. Added to which, there's like, the handles are not in line, if that makes sense. But I don't know what the situation is behind, like whether the wood split anywhere or anything like that. But like, one handle's down here and then the next is up there, and it drives me potty. So yeah, I've rambled for like 13 minutes, apologies. But I just thought I would give a little bit of an explanation as to why we're not necessarily going out and doing lots of things. I need to crack on. Like, I've got a landing out there where the stairs are to and everything. Half of it's wallpapered, the other half isn't, but the half that isn't has got a big crack coming down the wall where they took the radiator off the wall, and then the other half has got like fingerprints, because you can see where people have held onto the wall to go up the stairs. So yeah, it's all looking a bit old, a bit tired, bits are falling apart. Like, a year down the line, I thought we would have progressed more than this, but money is just super tight at the minute. Added to which, I've got so much stuff here. Mum and Dad very kindly brought over everything of mine that was ever in their house, which, whilst that is lovely, it wasn't quite the time to do it when we were moving in, so it got shoved here, there and everywhere. And we've just been so busy and various things going on that we just haven't moved any of it. So like, there's shelves that look exactly the same as when I moved in, and I'm just thinking, why? Yeah, I think that's going to be like the plan for the next few weeks, is just to try and get little pockets of like 10-15 minutes here and there to just clear a shelf, clear a cupboard, like just crack on, see what we can sell, so that we can then fund doing the repairs and decorating and things like that. So, oh, postman's bin. That's very exciting, because I'm waiting for a book, so I'm hoping my book has arrived so that I can start reading it. But yeah, so just like, I need to crack on basically. But anyway, after this very long ramble, which I apologise about, come and spend the weekend with us. I don't know what I'll film, I don't know what we'll get up to, but come along with us. Another reason that you know it's autumn, winter, is because I've got my shirt back out. Why have you taken your clothes off? You've had a poo-poo. Not over all your clothes though. Right. Looks like I need to sort that out. Baby, yeah. Right, should we get you dressed and do your bum bum? And then you can have some lunch, yeah? Okay. I'm back with my washing in the background. I'm just cooking tea, as you would have seen, and I didn't really film much this afternoon because I've been so ruthless sorting out the rest of my wardrobe. It's all done. I just need to move a few bits around here and there. I've sorted through my shoes. I think I got rid of about 10 pairs of shoes. Sorted through various bits and pieces that I didn't know even were under there. I found Ash's slippers, which I said I'd lost. I clearly hadn't, I just put them in the wardrobe. So yeah, very productive. Ash is just with Nelly at the minute in the front room, but my Shein delivery arrived earlier, so I thought we could open it together. I only did a little order, can't quite remember how much it cost me, but I think it was like less than £20. yeah, so I just picked up a few bits basically for Nelly. I will try my best to leave a picture of what they actually look like on screen if I can, because obviously they're all in plastic and I don't want to get them out. But I picked up this farmyard bunting for Nelly's party. I also picked up, this is like one of those aqua matte things with the pens in. I thought that would be perfect again, either for Christmas or her birthday. I think this is the plastic farmyard tablecloth. Can you tell what sort of theme we're going for? This is the cake stand. How cute is that? This is a 3-tier cupcake stand, and I had one last year with like the daisy flower theme, so I know they're really good. And then I've just picked up her Christmas pyjamas, which got a bit of fluff off. My gosh, they're massive compared to it, but in case you haven't seen, these were the same matching ones from last year, and I just managed to pick up the neck size up that she needed, which meant that then I didn't have to buy all new for me and Ash. I did actually turn around to him and say, I'm spending money, but at the same time I'm saving a bit, and he just couldn't work it out until I explained. But yeah, that is everything that I bought from Shein. I'm absolutely sweating now. I was freezing a minute ago, but I've shut all the doors up to keep the heat in, so then it can just dissipate near the end. More steamed up at the minute, but I think it is quite stormy now because we are meant to be getting a storm today. So yeah, I'm going to finish watching Narrowboat Life Unlocked, make mine and Ash's cup of teas, finish sorting off tea, wash the dishes, put Ash's work stuff on to wash, yeah, and then I'm going to enjoy tea. I'll try my best to remember to show you at the end, although just bear in mind that presentation is not my best forte.
Tonight, Matthew, we had a lovely meal. Where is it? Oh,
I know it's normally an empty plate I show, but I have remembered. Still trying to sniff them. We're trying to find what Nan had in her garden. That's basically what it is. I'm not like just... No, Nan had something that was... They looked like them leaves.
Yeah.
In her garden.
Yeah.
That had such a powerful scent that I always remember. Like, it's a nostalgic scent.
Yeah.
But I haven't...
You've never found a smell since?
No, I found it once at Ottery Garden Centre. What?
Dead end.
Yeah, reduced. But yeah, it's like some sort of like evergreen type thing, you know what I mean?
I'll give you that. It looks like a bunny.
It is a bit like a bunny. Do you like him? I don't know. It's a dinosaur, Nelly.
Did you not like it?
Well, for her first time, I don't think she's too sure. You join me it's the first time I've actually spoken to the camera, but you joined me in the kitchen. It is now Sunday evening. It is 5:15. I am just mid-cooking tea. We're having beef roast dinner tonight, which I'm very, very excited about. The beef was literally like so expensive and ate so much into our budget this week, but sometimes you've just got to. I've just realised how rough I look because I've got no makeup on. But yeah, you would have seen that we popped to the garden centre this morning, which was really lovely. They had their Christmas display. It opened yesterday, so we went to have a look at that, which was beautiful. One day I will get some of the pieces. I'm determined, but just not right now. It would never work with Nelly anyway, to be fair. But yes, that was really nice, and she had a go in the play park again. And what else did she do? Oh, she went for the first time on like a move-in, you know, those like rides you get in all the convenient places when you're trying not to spend money. It was a tractor, so she went on that, and it cost £1 for about 20 seconds. That's what it felt like anyway. But she actually was quite alright with it. I thought she was going to cry, but she didn't. She was quite alright. She held on for dear life, bless her. But other than that, like, it was cute. So that was that. But yeah, I'm just cooking dinner, so I need to get cracking, and then hopefully Nellie's easier to go down to bed tonight, because she didn't actually end up going to bed until 20 to 11 last night, which was fun. So I'm quite tired. What else has happened today? I had a really nice soak in the bath during her nap time, which was lovely. It's one of those things that, like, as soon as it's cold, I'm like, I just want a bath. So that was really lovely. Read my book for a bit. I'm still persevering. I haven't got it in here, but I'm still persevering with the Nella Last diaries. I think I've mentioned it on this channel. I don't know if it was on there or on Instagram now, I'm not sure. But they're quite difficult to read. But I loved Housewife 49 so much that I really want to actually read the book. I've read the other books that they've done, but this is like more of an overview throughout the years, not just the war years. But reading someone's diaries, I find them so hard. The only diary that I've never found difficult to read is the Diary of Anne Frank. Any other like diary type things that I've ever tried to read they've been impossible. But I'm gonna keep going with it. I do have the next book in my series that I was waiting to arrive as well, but I'm putting that off because I'm gonna read Nella Last's book first, just to actually do it, because as I was reading through, 2 separate bookmarks fell out where I've obviously got so far in the book and thought, you know what, it gives me too much of a headache. So I'm determined I'm finishing this book before I carry on with the series that I was reading. So yeah, a little update on what has happened this afternoon. I did also go to the gym this morning, but that wasn't hugely productive because I just couldn't get in the zone. I was just too tired. It wasn't happening. But yeah, and then I think after tea our plan is to do maybe a quiz or two from Quizmaster Dell on YouTube. We're so far behind on them, like the quizzes are getting harder and harder. They're all right if you keep up with them, because a lot of his quiz questions are things to do with what's happened in the last couple of weeks, or like topics that are popular at the time. But obviously we're about 4 months behind, so they're not that popular anymore. And it's just trying to like remember different things. But yeah, I think we're probably going to do that, and then I'm hoping for an early night because A, I'm tired, and B, I'd quite like to get into a new routine where I get up about 6:30 and do some bits and pieces before Nelly wakes up, because it's just getting things done is becoming impossible. So yeah, I just need to give myself a new routine, and I also need to find a way of getting Nelly to bed earlier as well, because it's just getting later and later and I can't cope with that.